Popular Portland businessman loses second wife in an 11-year span. Hi again and welcome. This is the Links 007 TV. Let's talk. And we're about to discuss this on the program after the burnt out remains were found of his second wife. You don't want to miss that. Coming up next on the program. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back and thanks for joining us for the program where the police in Portland is probing an incident that took place in which a popular businessman wife burnt out remains was found in a car in that section of the country. Now we have some details to bring to you right now on the program as it relates to a voice note that has surfaced online and also some more information as it relates to what really transpired to this 31-year-old female. So before that, let me just divulge the details according to the police report, and then we get over into the voice note and we just discuss this openly on the program this afternoon. So let's go over to the police report right now and let's just update you as it relates to what transpired over there in Portland. So the community and people in eastern Portland, particularly Port Antonio, are struggling to come to terms, maybe even to grips, with the gruesome discovery of the wife of a prominent businessman in the area. It was Monday of this week that the partially burnt body of 31-year-old Tony McDonald was discovered in a motor vehicle in Sherwood Forest in the parish shortly after 9 p.m. The body was found with the throat slashed inside a motor vehicle, which was burned beyond recognition. The husband of this particular female in question right now has been identified as Everton McDonald, and Mr. McDonald now have to think about burying another wife after 11 years ago his first wife, Marlene McDonald, was shot and killed outside her gate in Brown Brook near the entrance of Springbank in Portland some years ago. In that incident, Miss Marlene McDonald, who was the first wife of Everton McDonald, was shot multiple times in her head after she reportedly exited her vehicle to collect her grandson, who was sitting in the rear of that same car. So Tony McDonald, who is the second wife of Mr. Everton McDonald, lived in Dolphin Bay and was last seen alive around 12 noon by a close friend in the Port Antonio area. So on this fateful night when her body was discovered, firefighters were summoned to the scene and managed to carry out a cool-down operation when her body was found inside her motor vehicle. So police sources said that the woman's body was found around 9 p.m. after police were summoned to the scene. So the police revealed that the woman's body was burned severely, especially from the shoulder downwards. And we're showing you now a picture of the burnt out car on your screen right there now. So the police theorized that she may have been abducted and taken to the isolated area of Sherwood Forest, which is densely populated by trees and other farm vegetation. The police are carrying out an intensive investigation into the Portland area, but have not ruled out robbery as a motive for the taking out of this female. But they have maintained that they are exploring other motives as they carry on this investigation. According to police sources, the body of Tony McDonald, wife of popular businessman Everton Beaches Stout McDonald, was discovered after 9 p.m. on Monday. The incident happened more than 10 kilometers from Dolphin Bay, where this female resides. It was just in May of 2009 that Mr. McDonald's first wife was gunned down outside her gate in Brown Brook near the entrance of the Springbank Main Road as she was about to exit her vehicle. Fast forward to the year 2020, we should have seen Miss Tonya McDonald receiving a similar fate. Is this a coincidence? We are going to dig deeper into this case. I hope you have been following this story just so far and following every key details that I have outlined, because this is where now the story will take a dramatic twist. I don't know if you can recall last year we reported on a case of an individual that went missing in the United States known as Andrine McDonald, and her husband was taken into custody for her disappearance, and her husband goes by the name Andre McDonald. Well, it's alleged that Mr. Andre McDonald is the son of Everton McDonald, who is actually the husband of Miss Tonia McDonald and the former husband of Miss Marlene McDonald. I hope you're following the case. We're going to divulge to you right now some details as it relates to what really transpired according to a voice note that surfaced online. But if you can recall back in last year when Miss Andrine McDonald went missing and her body was found later, some months after, in bushes, buried underneath rubbles. It was said that she did not return home from work and she was a successful owner of a number of nursing homes in the United States, and her business was doing so well when she disappeared. Her husband was the one that police had held onto and is still in custody facing charges of murder for that case. Now we're going to divulge the details as it relates to a voice note that surfaced online about this current situation. And these are just what people are saying in the streets, not our own personal views, not our own personal opinion. This is just what the street is saying. Let's go over to that voice note now.
You know, me feel up. Me tell you two things why me feel about this. One, you know, so yesterday me end up go on Andrine McDonald Instagram page and me I look and me say boy, look how the boy kill it me. Yesterday, you know, and last night when Melissa called me and I tell me what on and something and I say it look like assassin at the car and beaches start call Adrian that before Adrian texts me and start telling me, Melissa said to me,
if in the video you hear the individual referring to Beaches Stout, that's a nickname for Mr. Everton McDonald, the husband of Miss Tonia McDonald. So it's the same individual that they're referring to. Let's go over back to the voice note now.
She said, Raquel, you know, say, you're the first person I call. You know why you're the first person I call? Because she ain't say bestie, you know. She said, no, you're the first person I call. She said, you know, you said years upon years, I say I go dead. You know, years upon years, you beat it in a mess, say, bitch, you go kill Sassy. Anytime bitch, you kill Sassy, you go dead to Melissa. You know why I always say this to Melissa? Sassy body Sassy body and that's why everybody even found a shield first, honestly speaking, because
interesting.
It's so funny, Gina in another group here. You see Gina, best friend baby father from shield first, Sassy him, dollar kind. I don't know if you know our next boy on Facebook name, see girl go look on him from upper shield first, so Sassy him too. So even last night we actually have a ponder, so I wonder which one of the man name should go up a shield first too. Or comes Beachy either meet her up there or send man up there go kill her. When me tell you Sassy bad, uno know so last week Sassy left got town with Dalakine. And Della can search her phone and find an ex-man in the way she can beat her up, batter bruise up her body and her back, tear off the wig of her head, a ton, broke her car windscreen or something. She called Melissa and a ball and Melissa said to her, Sassy, stop then look up. But when me tell her, Sassy bad. Just a week and a half ago, Sassy left go what you go to RJ Park again with Shelly, then beat you find out and beat it, nearly kill it. All of this is no sentence, it's no death sentence for her. I should have left her alone. I should have really left her alone because I tell her she's terrible. But it's just a sad day, it's just a sad situation. But me know for a fact that I'm killer because when could I get her phone from to call Adrian? Yeah, me have heard just something last night, because I never tell her what happened. Right now, I have a conversation in my phone with somebody where I live a witness in this. Well, no witness as in see it, but so what happened is everybody know Adrian Johnson. You know Adrian Maker. Everybody know where Adrian Johnson go to school. Into the police of Jamaica and he moved from up and come going in the army. You know, so last night Adrian got a call from Sassy phone Zin a video call from Sassy phone. Him send it and everything going show me. So when he see the video call, cause him said him Sassy good, but like, and so when he see video call, him I say, what's this video call me over here so? And then goes to Boomer answer the phone, and him answer the phone at beachy face, him I see. And then goes to Boomer hang up the phone fast, and him call Mel same time, that a Sassy friend who live up here now, down which by Adrian there. And he say, Mel, want to Sassy and Beachy them a fight or something, because Sassy just call me while ago, and me answer at beachy face, me see, and me have to hang up fast. So Mel say, that mean I take away her phone, me I call Sassy. Me say she goes to Boomer and call Sassy and answer. She goes to Boomer send Sassy one message, the message open, but Sassy not respond. So she said, damn, like them a fight. Only way this at my if them a fight or Beachy take a Sassy phone or something. So me say she's not she wait because she say, when Sassy get a chance, Sassy go reply to her, call her back or something. Me and Sarah Kill, the next couple of minutes, about 15 minutes, is a call me get from somebody said Sassy did. She said, what you mean? Then said, Beachy shut up Sassy and burn her up in the car up a shield first. And she said, so Mel called me same time. I said, Raquel, you know nobody shut first can call them. I said, yeah man, tell them because them live up there. So she said, call them on if I Sassy them find Sassy car up a shield first. So I said, well same time I call Raquel now. I'm not for no Raquel joins me because I said, Raquel, you're that one more going So Killer say, yeah, them find the car or something, the body burned behind recognition though, but they're not sure if I she, but after the car license plate. So, same time now, so woman, Julio Francis, the inspector, put and done text me, and him say, Raquel, this is serious, and I say, Julio, we all know this guy not Julio Sarah Kelly, but we all know evidence to stuff. I may say one more evidence in one though. I may tell him about Adrian phone, and he must say really. I may say yeah, Adrian. I can't send him the call. Adrian said everything going to show me.
This is really some incriminating evidence being forwarded here. As I said before, this is just what the street is saying. Not our own personal view, not our own personal opinion on what really transpired. So as you heard there in this report, the female giving an account of what they believe transpired with Miss Tonya McDonald. And it's a sad situation, as I can say, but based on the revelations that have been revealed so far, it is been said that this individual or the female in question had a number of relationships outside of her marital one, and that triggers many questions without answers right now as to what could have led to her demise. But the police are carrying out their investigation, and I'm telling you, females always want to run down or go after these wealthy and prominent individuals, especially just in order to live a certain type of lifestyle and just in order to brag and boast on others. Now, in this case, we're not sure really what transpired, whether or not who or what's the cause of it. But it's very clear that whosoever carried out this act, they were out for revenge based on the fact that they slashed her throat and they burnt her body beyond recognition. Such a sad situation coming outside of the Portland area, and this individual was such a beautiful and promising young female, just 31 years old, and look what transpired. Now the police have left with this to grapple with, and her family and the community right now is on edge based on this new development. And as the police carry out the investigation, the family and friends of this female are very worried right now based on the fact that they don't know where this is coming from or who or what is responsible for bringing the gruesome end to their family member and friend. We're gonna leave this one here right for now. Just continue to just watch Link 007 TV as we tried our very best to keep you up to date with this story. But this was just such another sad one to report to you on. And we're just hoping that the family and friends just find the strength to cope. But just continue to watch us. We'll keep you up to date. Alright? We're out for now. Peace.